Hey y'all, welcome back. So, honestly, this is my second time recording this voiceover. Really zoning. But that's probably what I get for taking so long uploading. So, I pretty much jump right into this video. I have an intro. It just doesn't want to cooperate with me when I upload it to YouTube. So, I'm really hoping that this works, because that's kind of what's been the hold up of me uploading, is that when I try to upload, the color be off on my videos. So hopefully this work. We gonna see, because if it make it up, that mean it work. If it didn't, y'all just won't know. So I'm starting off with the P. Louise base number 4. Usually I take my concealer underneath my brow first and then go into the P. Louise base. But for whatever reason, today I felt froggy and I started with it underneath my brows. But it makes sense why I did, because I wanted to use as many colors as I could in this palette that we're using today. And actually, I'm going to figure out what palette it is, because it's a really good palette. It's an indie brand. I found her when I was active in Clubhouse. She's really nice, very talented, very talented. So definitely check her out. This palette was very affordable, and the color palette on it is just like, excuse me. So it's Koi Cosmetics. I'm so sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly, but I'm gonna link it, like I said, below, so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I start off with the blue that's in this palette. It's the darkest blue. So I know I don't show it frequently in this video. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm starting off with that deep blue. It's kind of like, it's not navy, but she giving that vibe. So the brushes I use pretty much are smaller blending brushes, because like I said, I'm trying to use as many colors as I can in this video. And the next color I go into is almost like a teal, like a deep teal color, is what I put right on top of that. I know it kind of looks like it's the same blues I'm just blending out, but it really isn't. It's a teal color that's in this palette, and I just wanted to have like a really nice gradient effect. So after that, I take the lighter blue in this palette to blend that one out, because I really love when it's an ombre effect to my shadows. So I'm so glad I have those 3 kind of blues in there. The next shade I'm going into is a yellow. Now, if you get this palette, you wouldn't think that this yellow was that bright, and it really is. Like, she's nice. And honestly, I feel like it's hard for cosmetic companies to create a yellow that's pigmented, and she did that. And I definitely wanted the yellow to be yellow and not turn green next to those blues. So I'm glad it didn't do that, because I wanted it to be yellow. If I wanted green, I would have jumped into another palette, but I want it to be yellow. So I'm cutting my crease with Vaseline, and then I'm taking a makeup wipe. So when I do cut my crease with that P. Louise, it will stay true to color and not become like a light blue. Because you know, when you cut your crease and you go into your base, it turns whatever color you cut. So if it's purple, it'll turn to like a light purple, pinky color. And I ain't want that. I don't like that. So I had to do that technique. Yes, it do take a little longer, but it's worth it doing a little extra step, because, you know, unless you making that color on your lid kind of in that same family as whatever your crease, then it's not really necessary. But I'm making mine's obviously different colors. So it worked out. It looks really good. I'm making sure I'm patting that back down so it ain't super thick, and I'm kind of sharing that base out Then I'm going back into that yellow. Like I said, it is very pigmented. I was honestly shocked because when I ain't gonna hold you, I do not be having hope for yellows. Like, I just be, because I get so disappointed in the yellow being trash. Like, I'll just be like, here they go. Like, it might have a yellow. It might be heat. It might flop. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to the orange right next to that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm being very transparent. It was like not trying to blend with that yellow. I don't know why, but the orange wasn't really trying to be next to her, and she next to her in the palette. But then I go into that pink. That pink, pigmented. Then I go into the purple next to it, and to transition everything, I go into the blue. And like, I wasn't feeling how that orange was laying next to that pink at all. I don't know what happened. I might have to play around with it again and see what's good. But you know, when you got situations like this, you're going to have to top it off with like a pigment, something shimmery, so it'll be like, oh, that's cute. Like, when in reality, that was just a fixer-upper type of last-minute situation. Because I need my stuff to blend seamlessly. And I don't know, like, that orange, I think, is what kind of blew me. But it worked out in the end, to be honest. Because, I mean, who really gonna notice that? Except for me. Y'all probably, I don't know if y'all was gonna notice it if I ain't say nothing. But needless to say, we fixed it as much as we could, because I wasn't about to wipe this off. That's what wasn't about to happen. So I finished it off with some NYX liner. Y'all know that liner is like, it's so convenient, but it's not good. Like, it cracks. Sometimes it don't stay true to color. It meshes with whatever shadow you put on top of it. Thankfully that didn't happen today, but other times it literally turned color on me, like, and I'll be salty each time. Like, I don't know that's about to happen. But let's get into this foundation concoction that I came up with, because she is everything. So I'm using number 11 in the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I use the NARS Mako, whatever the name is. I use that one, and I use a little bit, a smidge of that Kevyn Aucoin Glow. Now these three products together, when I tell you I was living my best life. Like, thank you, Jesus, for dropping that concoction in my mind, because, excuse me? Like, the eyes were already giving, like, boom in your face. So I didn't want my face to be matte. I just didn't want to be beat. Like, I wanted to be, she snatched your eyes, but this skin, baby, this skin is giving. Like, she like a silent killer. Like, that combination, cause it's just gonna be that perfect. Like, it really matches my chest, because my face is a little darker than my chest, but I don't want to have a dark face and a lighter chest. You know what I'm saying? And I can admit, I don't be wearing sunscreen like I should, but I have been better about it lately. But I'm just keeping it 100. She was definitely everything. So I'm going into the Juvia's Place concealer. She alright. Like, she won't get replaced. Like, she got used because, I mean, I bought it. So, yeah, she gonna get used. But she's not gonna get replaced. Like, you know, like, you got them products that's like, okay, like, this is cute, a cute little situation. But I'm not gonna keep her. Like, I'm not gonna get in my car and be like, oh my God, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do without this concealer, but I need to go to Ulta tonight. Like, she's never giving that for me. Shout out to those who does that for them. It doesn't do it for me. But what does do it for me, you might ask? is that daggone Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I don't care what anybody gotta say. Oh, you ain't that. Girl, that? I got backups. And I'm hoping this 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, or, yeah, nope, Sephora ain't got it. At Ulta has this Shape Tape on there because baby's gonna stock up. I am. And I'm proud to say it. I am. What about it? But I wasn't using that at the time of this video because I was trying to use up the Juvia's Place concealer, to be honest, because I just wanted to be done with. And I mean, it worked because I'm out of both of the ones that I bought. Bless up. Because I mean, she's a full coverage concealer. She's very affordable. She lasts all day, so I can't say anything bad about it. I just wasn't impressed. Like, I wasn't bending my back like I'm the Matrix for it. It wasn't giving me that. Yeah, I need that kind of effect on my makeup. Like, she was just, you know, a basic concealer for me. For me. Now, this other daggone concealer is this Too Faced. Lord, I'm so tired of this concealer. Like, I'm ready to be done with it. It's a Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I use the shade Warm Sand. You get so much product in this mini foundation. Like, I'm sorry. If y'all done seen this concealer in person, y'all know this a little travel size foundation. If you did not want... I ain't never tried a Born This Way foundation, but I'm pretty sure it's like this concealer. Bruh. Like, it's so much product in here. It's so full coverage. Like, you don't need a lot of it. That's why it's taking me so long to use it. My dag nabbit. Like, I'm tired. Like, I want to try something else, but I'm trying to finish that before I try something else. But baby, it just wasn't happening because you don't need much of it. Like, I done moved on to other concealers, and that concealer's still looking at me like, when you gonna use me? Now, this Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. I'm just saying, she's in a life insurance policy. She's going to inherit anything I have when I leave this God-given earth. There's going to be a bottle of it with me when I go to heaven. It has to be like, I have to have this powder. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just the perfect banana shade. Perfect. It's not too yellow like Sasha, or it looks like it's honey mustard. It's not too light like it's not a pale yellow. It's and then if you use Laura Mercier powder, you already know she gives. She's for the girls. Like, she gives. And they just snapped when they made this. I was so happy they made it because I feel like it just took them way too long to make it. So the fact that they made it and they made it perfectly, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. But I feel like I couldn't reach my birthday if I ran out of this powder. Like, I need this for my kid, for me, for, you know. I was thinking about giving it away as gifts because I just want everybody to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm going into the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. She's another staple. I kind of, you know, wavered away from her for many years because I wasn't using powder. But with these foundations, you really have to use like a powder, and the Mineralized Skin Finish powder just does it for me because it's the perfect texture. It's lightweight. It sets you. It doesn't weigh you down. It's not full coverage. It's like just enough to set you naturally. And that's what I love about it. Like, I got it in my whole kit. Every shade. I'm pretty sure every shade is in my kit. Because I really do love that Mineralized Skin Finish powder. sorry, not sorry. So I'm going to finish off the lower lash line with the same colors I pretty much use on the lid and the crease. I feel like I'm talking so much, so I'm gonna just let y'all watch. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute, but yeah. So the Fenty bronzers, look, these another banger. Like, now, do I feel like I need to replace them? No, I don't. I have other bronzers I can use. It's not really like, oh my god, I'm running out of bronzer, let me get this because I'm gonna die. No, like now let me stop you there. I'm not saying they not bomb, because baby, they're bomb. Like, her bronzers are definitely, they understood the assignment. But I also have other bronzers that I can use. So when I'm done with those, I'll use my other bronzers. Do I feel like that about my Shape Tape? No, I don't. So do I feel like that about Laura Mercier? Absolutely not. Because when I'm not even out of her and I replaced her. So that's just one of them things. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I haven't met a bronzer that was like, oh, this is it. For the rest of my life, this is it. I ain't met one of those yet. So I'm snatching my nose with the Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette in medium to dark. That middle shade in there, y'all. If you ever want to reference my skin color, it's that middle shade in that palette. That's the perfect match for me. Like, that's why I use it for my nose, because when I do all my highlighting with the concealer, it kind of makes my nose like blank, no shape to it. So when I add that powder in, it's like I'm adding my actual skin color back in to my nose, so it acts as like a natural shadow, so it don't look like I'm contouring my nose. Like, it just look like, oh, that's just her nose, it's just chilling. So I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This one, it's supposed to be matte. It ain't. It's more like a satin to me, because it has kind of a glow to it, which I mean, I use it to underpaint now. I don't use it on top of my foundation. I'm glad it didn't interrupt my foundation since I did powders and everything. But yeah, she's better for underpainting for me, and that's if I feel like underpainting, to be honest. And honestly, I just wasn't that impressed about this product for me to even recommend it or be like, go and get it. If you want to cream, blush, or underpaint, I recommend the Makeup by Mario. Those? I'm sorry, like, they just hit different. Like, Earthy Pink and Dusty Rose, my jam. Like, I've been trying to look for the perfect cream blushes, because I don't know, I've been getting to that. And I was like watching Jackie Aina get her makeup done by him, and I was like, wait, is this what witchcraft is? Like, do I need to purge my house and pray and bring a pastor in? Because how did he just slay her like that? But yeah, his product is, and the highlighters. Okay, let me just stop, because I'm not getting paid to do this. So moving on to the brows, because I just got so far away from what was going on. I'm just, you know. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Caramel Dip Brow Pomade, the gel. So I'm using that because I liked that it gives my brow kind of like a blondie, an ash blonde look to it, because my eyes are so bold. I don't like my brows being dark. So I feel like this one was really nice because I use the chocolate pomade, and sometimes it's too dark. So when I use the chocolate brow gel, it's too red. So I felt like maybe I need to go up a shade. And this one was not spot on perfect, but it did the job. So I finished it off with the Benefit My Precisely Brow Pencil in number 4 because she ain't going nowhere. She's not going anywhere. Like, put her in my casket, because when I go to heaven, I want to have brows. And I don't know, like, my husband ain't here yet, but when I do see him in heaven, I want him to be like, there goes my baby, because I got my brows on, and that's on me. Okay. And these are some lashes I'm popping on from my brand. If you tried my lashes, if you haven't tried my lashes, you know, and if you don't know, well, now you know, they get fluffier the more you wear them. And yo, I'll be shook every time. Like, how are they like this fluffy? They look like little baby spiders. Like, they so fluffy. I freaking love them. I love a good fluff to a lash. Like, I need that fluff. And I do apologize, y'all, because I was going live when I was recording towards the end. Like, I didn't record the eyes, that's why I wasn't talking. But because I recorded the skin is why I was just blabbing at the mouth. So forgive me. But the lip concoction that I put on, I use Vibes Lip Pencil by Morphe. I used, let me actually look, because I feel like I have them in arm's reach. I use the Lip Lingerie by NYX. I use a Wet n Wild lip gloss in the middle that's super, super bright. And the Essence Clear Gloss. Now, if I'm not mistaken, let me use this. I don't know where it is, y'all, but I'll list it below. I know I be saying I'm gonna list stuff below, but I'm gonna really try to do it, because I feel like I could do that much. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that lip combo was literally perfect. It's like the perfect nude lip combo on me, because it gives you ombre, it gives you warmth, it gives, I got good credit. Look at that. It don't even look real. Like, it's really, really pretty. But this concludes the video pretty much, because I kind of just abruptly stopped it. But comment below, let me know what y'all think. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.